You want an update about the Ukraine situation right now? Welcome back to my channel, Switzerland Pinoy Review. My name is Ferds. If you're new in this channel, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to keep you updated on upcoming videos. You heard it right. Today I'm going to interview a man coming from Ukraine, and he's going to share with us the new update about his country.
My name is Igor Poluyan. I am from Ukraine, and Nia, I am in Switzerland in Basel with my new friend. My profession is finance management. Yes, I am a deputy the local parliament, Chernihiv parliament, and I am a leader the non-government organization Action All Help. And my life and life all people from Ukraine divided for two parts. One part before the war and second part after the war. And my life after the war, I help people with humanitarian mission. I go to the different countries, make connections, speak a lot of people, take food, generator for the electricity, and move in Ukraine, because in Ukraine today is a huge problem. The Russian aggressors bombed electricity station, and in Ukraine no electricity. Only 3 hours in days the people who live in Ukraine has electricity. You can't to charge the telephone, you can't touch a light, you can't touch the refrigerator, or for example in the hospital you can make an operation or burn the child.
Yeah.
It's a huge problem.
Thank you for this effort for helping your countrymen by having this humanitarian action. How will you describe Ukraine before the war?
Ukraine was a part of huge country, the Soviet Union. Good infrastructure, we have a job for our citizens, and for people from Ukraine. We have possibilities for our people to go to rest of Egypt or Turkey in the vacation. We have a good line. And before the war, Ukraine was a good country, not good economy, but enough for the living, for the comfortable living. Ukrainian nation is more close to the European country than to Russian country.
Oh, okay.
But yes, but part of Ukrainian people thinks mindly for the Russian party.
How many population is Ukraine?
Before the war, the population is Ukraine officially 40 million people. But after the 24th of February 2022, yes, when they started war, a lot of people was killed. A lot of children was killed, the Russian aggression. A lot of people go to the another country. For example, 7 million people go to the European country to defense from the war. Because all families separated. Why? Because the men stay in Ukraine, defend, and women, and children in, for example, European country, in Switzerland, in Germany, in France, and the children don't see the father, the wife don't see the husband, no connection between family. It's a lot of problem. But every day in the war, diet the people, our soldier, Ukrainian soldiers in fight. People died from this time, and military people. But from Russian Federation, we have official statistic, 100,000 soldiers officially died too.
Your president Zelensky is working hard to be part of the European Union. What is the status right now? Are you
yes, President Zelensky and our government a lot of work to then Ukraine to go to the European Union, and we get a status like a candidate to member of the European Union countries. members, like candidate. This is a special status like for us. It's not a fully partnership, but like candidate.
Yeah, you're still candidate, meaning
Because why? Because we have a problem with our law. We have a corruption in Ukraine. It's
Okay.
yes, it's good. And European Union says if you defend corruption in your country, it will be okay.
So what can you say about the bravery of your President Zelensky? He is only a comedian actor and now he is acting like a real brave man. What can you say about that?
Before the president to start the president, Zelensky was a comedy actor. Yes, it's true. A lot of people don't trust him before and now too. But my opinion, the brave is not Zelensky before Russian aggression, are brave the all Ukrainian nation, all people, all deputy, or I don't know, because the fight is all countries. Again, people of Ukraine says, I am against the Putin. I will be defense my territory, my family, my children from the aggression from the Russian militaries.
So what is the secret of this Zelensky?
Okay. When the war was started, all peace people from the different countries says Ukraine stayed only 2 weeks and Russian Federation defense over this. Governments from the European Union, from the United States helps Ukrainian countries with weapons, with rockets, with tanks, and our army is very good army and very well to fight with Russian aggressors. And now Ukrainian peoples knows we win. But when? Some people says yes, optimist and pessimist. The optimist says we will win after 6 months, but pessimist says we will win after 5 years. It's the truth between 6 months and 5 years.
Yeah, so it's really hard to determine.
Very hard, because we can to plan how reconstruct Ukraine, what city will be in war, or which city you can rebuild.
Which country the Ukrainian people went?
Mostly in Poland, because Poland near the Ukraine border, and mostly people, maybe 3 million people, Ukraine in the Poland. The second Czech Republic, the third Germany, and different countries, Spanish, France, Switzerland.
In Switzerland.
And Switzerland too, because thank you very much for all European country. Thank you very much Switzerland government, because take care our people, to help with food, with money, with accommodation. It's a huge helping for us. Thank you so much.
Do you think Ukrainian people, there's still properties to go back? Like there's still houses, there's still farm, or or whatsoever?
Okay, this is good questions too, because I see for Ukraine is a huge problem. Why? Because the people who live here in European Union, they see a better condition for himself, for family, for work. And after the war ended, and Mr. Zelensky and I am like deputy say, come back to rebuild Ukraine. But Ukrainian people say, no, I am here. This is my second house, and for me here better. And I am and my children stay here. It will be a huge problem, because 60% people from Ukraine don't plan to come to Ukraine after the war.
Oh.
It's official statistic.
Oh.
They say here in Switzerland I have a more good apartment accommodation free than in my country, in Ukraine, in my city, when I pay a lot of money.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable, but it's truth. And the children of my friends go to the school here in Switzerland, in
Free.
Basel, free
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Get money from government free, get food from humanitarian organization
Yeah.
free. It's, they a good beta. They had a special Switzerland passport. With this passport can go without visa to the United Kingdom, to
Yeah.
the USA.
Yeah.
It's a good condition for the living, for the resting, for the traveling of the abroad of the different countries.
What is the main reason why you're not allowed to go with your family?
Okay, we have official law is the war in the Ukraine. The men don't allowed to go to the abroad to their family, and they don't see their family. For example, if men serve in army, don't allow. But if men don't serve in the land, on the work, on the factory, yes, on the agricultural sector, but they are not allowed to go to the abroad. Yes.
But they are, let's say, after 5 years, really Ukraine will win over Russia, or Russia will take over your country.
Okay, my own opinion. When stay like president in Russian Federation, Putin will be war. I think the president is very old, and maybe President Putin died, or had a revolution in Russian Federation and changed Putin another any president,
Okay.
and the war ended because internal conflict will be in the Russian Federation, and in my country, after 5 years, change a new president. In Russian Federation, every 5 years must be changed a new president. But Putin stay 25 years.
That's
every time Putin elected.
Okay, because
Putin says that Putin elected himself.
do you think there's a corruption with that during the
Yes,
election?
this is a good in Russian Federation, big corruption. 2nd of February, I a special meeting with President Biden, like a prayer breakfast. In Rams, prayer breakfast, yes. This is every year as in United States. And we have a special Ukrainian week with speak with different congressmen, with businessmen, with United States, with mass connection. We will make a partnership between states and citizens in United States and Ukraine. For example, twins between Chernigov or I don't know, Washington DC and USA gave us more helping, like military helping and money for the some innovations, some foods, some other things, and President Biden play the main role on this, like to how long will be war in the Ukraine in between the Russian Federation.
And thank you for the update, because like what I've said, it's like first 6 months of the war, it's on TV, but now I think no one is like interested knowing it.